Dear student, today I will show you some important questions related to your exponent or indices part 3. Okay, in this part I will explain you some important questions, or you can say high order thinking skills questions. Okay, so let us start, because I had already explained all rules regarding the questions. So your question number 1. Okay, suppose if A equal b to the power 2x and b equal c to the power 2y and c equal a to the power 2z, these are the given part. Okay, you have to prove that your x into y into z equal 1 by 8. So you see, this is your question. Clear? If a equal b to the power 2 by x, b equal c to the power 2 by x, c equal a to the power 2z, okay, then you have to prove that x, y, z is your 1 by 8. So for this type of question, you just write given. So your E equals b to the power 2x, b equal c to the power 2y and c equal a to the power 2z. Okay, this is your equation 1, this is 2, and this is your equation 3. These are the three equations given, and you have to prove x, y and z. So first what you will see that here from equation 1, E equal b to the power 2x, okay, and b, the value of b, which is the base for a, b equals c to the power 2y. So you just put the value, instead of b you write c to the power 2y and then put a bracket, and outside it is 2x. Okay, so now you have to apply power law for multiplication. So this is your c to the power 2 and 2 4, 2x and 2y is 4x and y. Okay, now you again substitute. Here what you have done, you have substitute from equation 2, from equation 1, okay, you have substituted from equation 2. Now again you substitute the value of c from equation 3. Here c is your a to the power 2z, e to the power 2z, and then whole to the power 4xy. Okay, again you apply power law. So by applying power law, this is your e to the power 4 to 8 x, y and z. And in the left side we had started from a, that is a equals a to the power 8 x, y, z. Now you write by comparing both sides. You see E equal a to the power 8 x, y, z. A means a to the power 1. So that means here by comparison 8 x, y, z must be equal to power 1. So that means it is clear from this topic that x, y, z will be your 1 by 8. You take 8 to right side. So here it is in multiplication, so it will go to division. Clear? So this is your, this type of question you can solve. Now next question 2. If we will consider the question like your solve x to the power a by x to the power b and then whole to the power 1 by AB into x to the power b whole to the power x to the power c and then whole to the power 1 by bc, and then again in the numerator x to the power c by x to the power a and whole to the power 1 by ca or ac. Okay, you have to solve this type of question. So for this, what we will have to do, or you can say that so this type of question you will again apply the quotient law as well as the power law. So if we will see x is the same base, then there is a division. So here you can write x to the power a minus b and then whole to the power 1 by ab. Similarly, this will be your x to the power b minus c and then whole to the power 1 by bc. Again, this will be your x to the power c minus a whole to the power 1 by ca. Here you have seen that there is a quotient x to the power a divided by x to the power b. So power will be subtracted accordingly. Here you see, then you use your power law. This will be your x to the power a minus b by ab into x to the power b minus c by bc, because you are multiplying b minus c with 1 by bc. Similarly, x to the power c minus a by ca. Okay, you see again all these three are having same base, then power must be added. So here in this case, this will be x to the power a by b by ab plus b minus c by bc plus c minus a by ca. So these are all powers are added. Okay, so powers are added. After that, you have to take the LCM of the denominator AB, BC and CA. Your LCM is your ABC. When you divide LCM by the first term, that is A minus B by AB, in the denominator it is AB, so your answer will remain C. So here C into A minus B, it is just similar to that of addition of fraction, plus here BC when BC with your BC this LCM is divided, then A will remain, so A into B minus C, then plus in this case CA, when divided by CA then B will remain, then B into your C minus A. Okay, clear? So after that you have to open the bracket of the numerator of your power. So this is your AC or CA, you can say CA minus BC plus AB minus ACA again, then plus BC minus AB by ABC. What will happen? BC cancel, AB cancel and CA cancel. So this will be your x to the power 0 by ABC, means x to the power 0 which is equal to 1. Clear? Which is equal to 1. So in this case also you have seen the problem. Your problem is over. So this is your solution. Now I have to again remove for your next question. Suppose your question is, that is your, say, if, here again condition is given, if 5 to the power p plus 3, 5 to the power p plus 3 equals 620 plus 5 to the power p. Then find 41 p whole to the power p. So you have to find 41 p whole to the power p. Okay, clear? So in this case, what will have to, so you have to start with your given part. Here 5 to the power p plus 3 equals 620 plus 5 to the power p. Now this exponent part you can split it up as your 5 to the power p into 5 to the power 3 having the same base 5. So it is 620 plus 5 to the power p. Okay. Now what you will do, you just take 5 to the power p this side, and if you will consider this one, that is 5 to the power 3 means 5 into 5 into 5, that is 125. So this is your 5 to the power p into 125 minus 5 to the power p is your 620. What you have done, you take 5 to the power p to your left side. Now you take common 5 to the power p. When you have taken common 5 to the power p, in the bracket it will be 125 and here only 1 will be left. Then in the right side it is 620. Okay. So 5 to the power p into this will be your 124 and this is your 620. Now 5 to the power p equal 620 divided by 124. Okay. If you will see, this will be completely divided by 5. 124, 5 just 620. Okay. So that means power of 5 is your 1. So by comparing, you can write, after that, by comparing both sides, p equal your 1. So you have got the value of p. Now you substitute, because now by substituting the value of p. So p 41 p whole to the power p is your 41 into 1 whole to the power 1. So that means this is 41, your answer. Okay, clear? Now for next question I have to remove it. This is also one of the important question. Say if a to the power x equal b to the power y equals c to the power z. Okay, and if one more condition is given, b square equal ac, then what will happen? You have to prove that, or show that, prove that your y equal to xz divided by x plus z. Okay, this is your question. So now solution. Here you see given part is your a to the power x equal b to the power y equals c to the power z. Since all these three are equal value, let the value be k. Let. Okay, clear? Then that means a to the power x is your k, and b to the power y is your k, and c to the power z your k. Okay, so that means in this case a will be equal from, this is, you can write it as equation 1, from equation 1. What will happen? Say a to the power x equal k, that means a must be equal k to the power 1 by x. Do you know why this will happen? I can show you one example. If you will go through the square root, you see x square equal if 9, then what will happen? X square is your 9. So for finding x, what will do? Square root of 9. You generally do x square is 9, then x equal to square root of 9, and is just few in your earlier classes I had explained, while writing square root of 9, this can be in the exponent form. This will be your 1 by 2. Instead of this square root symbol, this will be your 1 by 2. Similarly, when a to the power x is your k, then k will be x root of k. So that means if we will not consider this, in this form if we will write, then a is your x root of your k. So when it is expressed in exponential form, because in this gap it is x, so it in exponential form this will be written as your k to the power 1 by x. Now it is clear. Similarly, b is your equal k to the power 1 by y, and c will be equal k to the power 1 by z. So these three are, again you have got the value of a, b, c. Now you have to find, you apply the value of a, b, c in equation b square equal ac. So you see, by putting the value, b is your k to the power 1 by x. Here now you can write b square equal to ac. Then by putting the value from equation 2, b is your k to the power 1 by y, then whole to the power 2. Here a is your k to the power 1 by x into k to the power 1 by z. C is your k to the power 1 by z. In this case, base are same, the powers are added. So this is your k to the power 1 by x plus 1 by z. And in the left side, this is your k to the power 2 by y. Okay, now you again write by comparing both sides. By comparing both sides, what will happen? This is your 2 to the power y and your 1 by x plus 1 by z. Clear? So now again you try to solve it. So that is your 2 by y equal, now you have to take the LCM. LCM is your xz. So in the numerator it is z plus x, or you can simply in order, that is x plus z by xz. Okay, now reciprocal this. So y by 2 is your xz by x plus z. After reciprocating, now what you will do, you just cross multiply, then 2 will come up. So y equal 2xz by x plus z. So this is your required to prove, hence proof. Okay. Again, one more question we can solve it. So I have to remove it. Next question. Question is like this. Simplify. Simplify. In this case, the question is say 3 to the power n plus 1 minus 6 into 3 to the power n plus 1 divided by 3 to the power n plus 2 into 7. So you have to simplify it. Here you will see what you will do. First you write the given part. Okay, you write the given part. Solution given. We have 3 to the power n plus 1 minus 6 into 3 to the power n plus 1. Okay, divided by 3 to the power n plus 2 into 7. What you will do, you express all these in terms of your common base, like this is your 3 to the power n into 3 to the power 1. So both are common base 3, and in the product form, so that because power is plus, minus 6 into 3 to the power n into 3 to the power 1 divided by 3 to the power n into 3 to the power 2 into 7. Okay, you have split it up. Now here from the numerator, you see, you can take out common 3 to the power n into 3. You can take common 3 to the power n as well as 3. So in the left side 1 will be left, and in the right side it will be your 6 here. But in the denominator only 3 to the power n, in all these 3 are in multiply form, 3 to the power 2 into 7. Clear? So 3 to the power n, 3 to the power n cancel each other. So here it is 3 and here it is 3 to the power 2. 1, 3 will remain but completely out from the numerator. After subtraction, this is your minus 5. And in the denominator it is 3 into 7. So final answer is your minus 5 by 21. Okay? You have got it? Okay. So this much is sufficient for today. And again we will see you next day for next chapter. Bye.